We just have to look at the intent of what we're trying to work on, right? And right now we're still trying to keep it a fun game. So sometimes when you add too much control to it, it kind of kills the fun of the game a little bit. Pop the leash off. And then you also can pop his muzzle off, and then I'll have you go ahead and just start trying to play with him a little bit, and we'll see what we get. Might take him a minute to loosen up, but. Let's give him one more minute here. He said, I don't want that one. All right, so in a second here, what we're going to do is we're going to start adding some structure into this here. So a couple things. One, we're going to be training him. Do you try to use drop or out, or do you have a word you try to use?
Drop it or leave it.
Okay, so we'll just use drop, just the single word drop for this. And right now we're only going to use drop if we're in a position to enforce it, right? So what I want you to do is go ahead and grab one of the balls. And then go ahead and throw it for him. And then whenever he brings it back to you, say drop one time. And then if he doesn't do it, you would tell him no for that. Now, the rule with drop is just like any of our other commands. Once we give that drop, it's an implied stay. So it's expected that it stays out of his mouth until we release it again for him. So what you're going to do in a second is you're going to go to pick that up. If he goes back for it when you go to pick it up, tell him no for that, and then tell him drop again. And then whenever you want to give it back to him, tell him okay, then throw it. And then you're going to repeat that process a few times here. And as you tell him drop, if it doesn't quickly come out of his mouth, tell him no right away. That was good. And then make sure you tell him okay before you throw it still. You have to formally release him from the command. Tell him no? Perfect. So where'd it go? Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. And keep on drilling that here a few times. Perfect. Yeah, and make sure you keep it just drop, and then obviously don't repeat it. Just give your no right away if he doesn't drop it. He said, I'll take this one. Perfect. No, that was good. That was good timing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I was working on some impulse control with him.
Yep.
So I had him in a down.
Yeah.
And I was just kicking his ball.
That is absolutely not wrong to do. We just have to look at the intent of what we're trying to work on, right? And right now we're still trying to keep it a fun game. So sometimes when you add too much control to it, it kind of kills the fun of the game a little bit. So right now, since drop is a new thing that we're enforcing, we're just going to do just that until it's really good. Then once that's really good and he's engaged and you don't see any like decrease in his arousal or anything like that, you could start adding in like I'll do with my dogs. So I put them in a down, I throw it, make them hold that down, then release them to it and things like that, right?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah. He said, I'm not supposed to go that way.
Alright, what's up? Down.
Excellent. Good use of command there. Perfect. Yeah, and right back into it here.
Now you just
That's all right. So you would still give the command.
drop.
Very good.
He wants to go somewhere.
Yep.
Okay.
So I can't pick it up. Very good.
Okay. Drop. No. Drop.
Perfect.
Okay. Sorry. Accidentally dirty little Drop. Oh wait.
Now, really good on that one. He wasn't in his mouth, but you still told him drop, right? So no different than if you were doing a down. If he was already laying down and you wanted him to stay there, you would tell him down, right? So that's the same concept, what you just did. Yeah, we'll keep doing a few of these until this gets even a little bit quicker.
Drop. No. Drop.
Perfect.
Okay. You can get it, bud. It's alright.
There you go.
Drop.
Very good.
Okay.
So we're going to do a few more of these. If he continues dropping it, but a little bit slow, we'll start speeding up the no marker then if he doesn't. Like, that's the speed I want when you say drop.
Okay.
Oh, so it's like, this is the best training session ever.
This is my favorite one.
Yeah,
Drop. No.
perfect. And right now, since we're kind of teaching this, we're pretty low on the e-collar. We're at about a 17 right now. Ah, yeah. No, that was good. So tell him drop.
No.
So right there, you hadn't told him drop yet. So when he went back for it, it wasn't wrong. So make sure before you go to pick that up, even if it's not in his mouth, you tell him drop still. Yep.
Okay,
Oh, Jesus.
He does kind of hyperfixate on the ball.
Yeah. That's all right. It's good, good exercise for him. There you go.
Okay.
That was really good. Tell him no.
Okay. Okay, then I'm done. I like to mess with him.
Yeah.
A tiny bit and then pick it back up. Move through it. What's up? Jump. Good job.
We'll try to get a couple more of these in. What I want you to do is instead of saying his name first, just give the drop though. Because you see he's starting to respond to his name, which isn't wrong, but I want to make sure he's responding to drop.
Yeah.
Said which one?
Jump.
Perfect. and replace that with no if he goes for it.
Okay, sir. Time out. Usually don't time out this quickly. Drop.
Yep, good call on that.
Okay.
See if he'll give us one more good one.
Drop.
Let's do one more. I want to see a little faster than that still.
Okay. Come on, guys. Drop.
Nice.
Okay.
That's good. He looks tired. That looked great.
You usually do time out.
Well, keep in mind right now as you're adding in a little bit more structure to the game, it's more mentally stimulating for him, right? You'll also see temporarily as you start adding more structure into games like this, like there is a slight period of confusion also and a little bit of extra stress that comes with the game, which causes them to wear out a little faster. So yeah, just start implementing that into your routine, obviously, and get him really good with that drop. And like I said, if you're starting to notice you say drop and it's like 1, 2, 3, then he drops it, start speeding up the correction after. So you would say drop, no, drop, right? If it was any slower than that.